the child never leaves you. Every single experience, every thought, every feeling, everything that happens, everything's being recorded, and it becomes a part of you, an intrinsic part of you. And I'll be honest, for a huge chunk of my life, what I felt the need to do, and it's almost obsessive actually, and I've only just started to really notice it, is how I have been quite desperate to delete and erase and eradicate. And I do realise that this admission will actually make me sound like a huge hypocrite from the advice that I've been giving you, but the truth is that none of us are perfect. We are fallible. We are prone to making really impulsive decisions and acting sort of instinctively without taking the time to step back and realise that no matter how old we are, whether we're in our 20s, our 40s, our 60s, or 80s, whatever it is, the child that we were born as is always there, and it's always crying out for attention, for nourishment. It wants to be acknowledged and never forgotten, and all, you know, looked after and protected. And the thing is, we carry things from our childhoods all the way into our apparent adulthood. I mean, I actually believe that when you encounter a lot of grown-ups or so-called adults, that you're not really dealing with adults, you're dealing with fully grown children and adolescents at best. And I'm not saying this to sound, you know, critical or judgmental. What I'm saying is that in order to address all of the traumas in your life, that you do have to go back to, you know, to the things that happened to you really early on in your formative years. And it's a painful thing to do, it's a frightening thing to do, and very few do it. But what I've actually found is that you can satisfy the inner child in really positive and uplifting and unifying ways. My video from yesterday, and I'm trying to, as best as I can with all of this, for myself, to create a unified worldview and a way of behaving in general that will foster, you know, the playfulness and curiosity, inquisitiveness and energy, you know, the liveliness of youth. Because just because you are a certain numbered age, you know, later in your life, it doesn't mean that you can't embody the traits of childhood, the fascination and wonderment with the world. And often when I was growing up, by many people, including my friends and family, people said, "Oh, Martin, you've got an old head on young shoulders, but why not have a young heart in an older body? You know, why not?" And the thing is, it's always there to be tapped into. And you know, as an aspiring entrepreneur and making more efforts to actually achieve that, you know, moving away from employee to aspiring entrepreneur to actual entrepreneur that makes, you know, the kind of money and lives the kind of life that we all dream of, I want to embody this childlike fascination with the world and a resilience as well, because children are incredibly resilient, and we know this because they survive into adulthood. They keep going, they're not thwarted, they're not beaten down, and they keep going. You know, they keep asking people questions. And sometimes I encountered actually in the shop a mother with her very lively young daughter, and the mother was saying, "Oh, you know, you're really annoying me, you're acting like you've come into this shop for the first time." But you see, you can see the process starting already, that kind of knocking down of enthusiasm, because it's inconvenient and probably You know, the mother is a bit embarrassed because she's got sort of public scrutiny probably going on. But I was thinking, that child, that child is going to do something special, something really special, because she had an older sister with her there as well. So always find ways, and call me woo-woo, call me childish for saying this, but let's face it, the people that we like in adulthood are those people that are the life and soul of the party, that are enthusiastic, are energetic, and are always doing things and doing new things. So always hold on to that spirit, and it will carry you forward. Absolutely, no doubt.